This is videotape being prepared by Sharon's and Shotty's grandpa for them to send back to Missouri to be shared amongst her many friends back there so they know where she's living and what she's doing in the great state of California since she moved out here. This is made on the day after Christmas, where we still got the Christmas tree up, but they got all the presents hidden. So at this point, I'm going to turn the program over to Sharon and Shotty.
For Megan, Nicole, Christina.
Talk louder, please.
Hi, guys. This is a day after Christmas, as my grandfather said. We still have our Christmas tree up. We turned the lights on so you can see what it looks like. We're here in my house, and if you're wondering who these cute little kittens are, the one I'm holding is Meshki. The one that I'm holding is Obi. What? Meshki means dark colored, and when she was a little bit younger, just a newborn kitten, she had dark black on her. So that's why we call her Meshki. Now it's turning into gray. And let me switch your station. Obi means blue eyes, and as you can see her eyes, they're very beautifully blue.
I'll assure you these cats have very unique personalities. They think they're more important than the human beings who live here. We're supposed to be their servant.
Meshki here, she nurses on my neck because she was just being weaned when we got her from the Humane Society.
She's a lover.
Yeah, and so she's kind of adapted me as her mom, and so she nurses on my neck after she wakes up from her nap.
And Obi nurses on my neck when I'm asleep. Wakes me up in the morning.
Obi doesn't nurse on necks, she nurses on my brother's buddy.
And sometimes she nurses on my neck.
Yeah, when we were asleep, one night I woke up and I turned and I figured it was Meshki because someone was sucking on my neck. So I turned and it was Obi. I was like, oh, Obi, because she never did that to me before. So she does it when we're all asleep. Now, this is my brother Shotty, as you all know. You've met him before, I remember. Now, I wanted to first show you my very messy room. It has double doors. This right here, it has a little lock up here, and if you push it up, this door will stay in place. This door opens, it closes, and it has no lock.
This room is designed to be an office, but Shireen liked it because it's bigger, so she's chosen as her office and bedroom.
And it has no closet, as you noticed, but my mom has a gigantic closet, walk-in closet. My brother could fit his whole car bed in there and sleep. It's so gigantic, so I use their closet. And
her school desk. She got her own private TV.
And phone.
And a phone. So you kids can call her anytime you want. Her number is it's area code 909-766-0053. That's her doll shed.
I knew that.
Okay, now I'll lead you on into the kitchen and TV room.
This is the living room. You notice that the California style of houses has very high ceilings. That's to let the hot air of the hot summers rise to the top so it's not so warm down below where you're sitting. Okay, Sharon.
This is my dad's desk. I used to have it in my room, but it's pretty big, and my room is big, but it's kind of took up a lot of space. And my mom is like the secretary for our new station, which we'll show you that later. Our station, and so she needs a desk like this, so we switched. And this is the very lovely table that we set up for Christmas Day when we had my aunt and my uncle come. And my other aunt and uncle and some other family couldn't come. But my aunt and uncle came, and we set that table, and it looks very nice. Now, if you come in here, TV. It's big, and there's a little house that Meshki and Obi play in, and they like run around a lot, and they play in it, so they like it. Here's our table. It used to be a brown woody color, but then my grandpa, he painted over it and he made it look a lot better. Here's our couches, our pillows with our couches. This pillow was made for my mom and I from Iran. My dad brought it back from Iran, his trip to Iran. It was made for me and my mom. This is all made by hand. This is the whole pillow, stuffed and everything, made by hand.
As a comment, you see the furniture and the wall furnishings and things have are frequently a pattern that they brought from Iran, where Shireen's father was born and raised before he immigrated to the United States. So you see a lot of Persian patterns in all the things they own.
And if you look right up here, you can see those black dishes with the gold lining on them are from Iran. They are very beautiful. The silver thing in the middle, right up here, is from Iran. The vases are not. They were bought here. And if you look over here above the kitchen, the gold in the middle, the gold trays and tea things, those are from Iran. They were brought here. They were brought with my dad from his trip to Iran. If you turn over to the side a little on this side, this silver tray and the silver dish is from Iran. And the rest of it is all crystal and just like stuff from here.
Okay, they have a bay window for their breakfast table. And again, it's a Persian style of seat covers and wicker frames and a glass top table. Pretty neat for a breakfast table.
And you can see Obi right over there, looking out the window. Next,
So we'll go out in the backyard.
next I want to take you out the backyard. As you see, we have 2 litter boxes, and one of them is out here because it needs to just air out a little bit.
Nice thing about raising cats, you got to maintain the litter boxes. And guess who gets to clean them? Her favorite activity every morning.
Yeah. Okay, and then this is a hummingbird feeder. You probably know. But every time I clean them, I wash the litter boxes. I'm out here, and this hummingbird come and feed on here. And once I got so close, it's like I could reach out and like hold it in my hands. It was so beautiful.
Sissy, one time I was right under it. It was right here and I was right under it.
Yeah.
And if I went, I was like, ah!
Shadi was leaning like this one day because we had cleaned it out. She was leaning like this, and the bird was on here, like drinking. And Shadi's head was like right here, and all of a sudden it had a dropping, and it missed his head by like that much. I was laughing. Okay, this is our yard. It came like this. It was a very well manicured yard. We have gardeners come, and they take care of the yard. Came like this.
So Shireen don't have to mow the grass here. Another custom in California is most of the residences are surrounded in the backyard with a stone wall. This is made out of concrete blocks. Others are made out of wood fence. But you have security and privacy of a totally fenced yard. This is a side yard with a wooden fence between it and the neighboring house. And you have a sun deck, so that you got a cool patio to sit on. This is the walkway between the 2 neighboring houses with the board fence that you can see. Each one has its own walkway on each side of the fence. This is the city trash pickup. You put the recyclables in this bin, you put the trash in the other, and once a week you set it out in the curb and the city trash people come and pick it up. This goes out onto the street, their mailbox. And again, the very well manicured front yards. This is the neighbors looking down past them, and there's a stone wall on the other side, beyond which is a park. This way is Sharon's front yard. Her dad's car. They call it a Beamer. It's a BMW. Go ahead, Sharon.
This is a very fashionable, This is a very fashionable BMW. And since I don't have the keys, if you look inside, it's an automatic. It has controls that you can move the seat and the windows from back and front, move the seats around. It has practically everything. It's like my favorite car, perfect car. I want it when I get it. Next, right here is the flower bed. It's kind of dried out now, because it came like that, and it wasn't. I think it's beautiful, but it is kind of bare.
Now, some of the flowers are about to disappear because for the last week we've had frost at night. That's cold out here. If it gets down to 32 degrees and frost, people think it's severe winter. We watch on TV that right now you're having 0 weather and 13 inches of snow. The nearest snow we've got is on top of the mountains behind me, out above 6,000 feet. We'll show you those later.
We were having like a pretty rainy week, 1 week, and everybody was on the TV. The news people said, evacuate the house, and it was hardly even flooding. It wasn't flooding, it was just a little high on the side streets. It was weird, because they thought it was like that was paranoid.
This is a view of the front of the house from the street curb. Sharon's standing on the sidewalk at the front door. To the left of her is the garage. It's a 2-car garage with a double door. Again, looking down the street to the city park, and you can see behind her are the mountains.
Do you have a dog?
And this is the flower bed from the front. Grandpa's truck and trailer parked here beside where we've been parked while we've been visiting here. Okay, Sharon, what else you want to cover?
I just wanted to show you the wreath that I made.
Can't hear you.
I wanted to show you the wreath that I made in 5th grade, and my grandma, she put everything else on it. It was just like plastic Ziploc baggies, and I just tied it around, and my grandma added on to it, and they made it look really pretty. And as you can see, the bushes and everything else, and then next we could go to the park.
This is looking down the side of the house, and behind that wall is our backyard where we just came from. This is the side of the house, and looking back towards the front door over there, and around to the car in front. And the flower bed here. Got another flower bed there. Got a flower bed along the wall, down the side of the house. Population of about 30,000, probably half of which are senior citizens who have retired here, and also some who come down just for the winter to escape the cold weather up north. There's a lot of subdivisions built specifically for seniors. They're usually 2 or 3 bedroom houses with 2 and 3 car garages. The one you're looking at is a 2-car plus one for a 3-car garage. And they're in subdivisions like this. Pretty much uniform construction, stucco exterior, tile roof, and extremely well manicured lawns. We'll show you more of the town tomorrow. Get kind of late today. The sun's down, creating a problem taking the pictures. But you can see how immaculately neat all the houses are. This is a sign at the entrance to the city park. Telling the town of Hemet. Got park hours. No dogs, that's for sanitary purposes. No alcoholic beverages, no motorbikes and stuff. The only dogs allowed is for leading the blind and the disabled.
Full park, and that sign, you know how it said no dogs allowed? Well, if you walk around down here, no one pays attention to that sign, really. Even after dark, you can sometimes hear kids and their parents like playing around, you know. And one time we were riding our bikes, and my mom was like right there, and we were riding our bikes. It was kind of dark, and we were just about to go in, and hardly anyone was leaving. So, as you can see, this is a beautiful park. I really like it. It's very close to the house, so I really have no excuse, you know, from not going outside. But this is like a trail. It leads all the way around the park. And it's like a perfect trail for walking your dog and just walking or rollerblading. And my brother and I sometimes rollerblade around and we play hockey and we ride our bikes. And sometimes when there's sprinklers on, we ride our bikes through the sprinklers.
And they got a basketball goal down there and a variety of slides and gym sets for the different age groups to play on. All the playthings are over a gravel base, so if somebody falls and bumps their head that's on a soft gravel, they don't injure themselves. Some play roller hockey, others play basketball. Some just get out here and play catch. You see the guys playing basketball. Some others doing roller hockey down there. Beyond that is all the gymnastic stuff. Over here they got horseshoe pitching boxes. There's one end. There's the other end. See the snow on the mountain. There isn't a lot up there. It's starting to melt off again because the weather down here is probably right around 70 degrees today. The snow formed during the rainy day last week when it was above 6,500 feet. Those are probably around 8,000 foot mountains. You can see some of the lower mountains don't have snow on them, like these over here. You can see they're all brown and don't have snow. Town's in a beautiful valley setting in what they call a low desert, as opposed to the high desert where the elevation's up around 3,000 to 4,000 feet in the desert. Here the elevation's probably only 500 feet to 1,000. Guys got them some hockey sticks to practice roller hockey for Christmas. They're starting to get pretty good on their rollerblades. But they haven't learned how to hockey yet. But they will pretty soon.
Hi guys. Just in case you guys are wondering what we're doing out here. Well, we're rollerblading, as you can probably tell, but just decided to tell you. We just got these sticks for Christmas, and then there's our hockey puck, and Shai just learned about a month ago how to rollerblade, and he was really fast. And so I just wanted to show you guys how bad I am on rollerblades.
Do I have to play hockey with you?
One thing I want to caution you, anybody that watches this, that if you're going to get into rollerblading, while you're learning, you're subject to falling. You can break arms, bump your head, have a severe concussion. It can be very dangerous, so always wear safety equipment to protect your wrists and your elbows, your knees, and your head. You can see how quickly Shotty learned. He just got his less than a month ago, and he's doing real good already. But we make him wear his safety equipment anytime he puts on rollerblades. He's bruised his bottom several times. I think Sharon has too. I'd get her to show you the blue spots, but she won't do it.
Well, when I first learned how to rollerblade, I was like really bad. But anyway, I was in Missouri, and every night, every Friday night or Saturday, sometimes Saturday too, we go rollerblading at the place called the Wheelhouse. Go around the corner. And it's very fun, and Shai's just learning. And last time, I didn't want to bring my rollerblades because I thought it'd be a lot easier if I just rented skates, and I haven't been on skates for a long time. I went from stopping, having given up my skates, straight to rollerblading. So I learned how to rollerblade and haven't been skating ever since I started rollerblading. And it just didn't work out when I rented skates because I didn't
Which
really
one's
know
easiest?
rollerblades. Now that I get used to it, I used to be afraid of rollerblading.
Don't tell Shrim, but I think Shotty's more comfortable on him today than she is. Now, he just started.
It's getting kind of, it used to be really crowded at the park. Now it's not that crowded, but usually on Sunday evening, or just all day Sunday, there's a bunch of people, like, I mean, they're like this much space in between each car.
Oh.
Because it's like bumper to bumper.
Because it's such nice weather here all the time.
Yeah, and during the weekdays in the evening, it usually gets pretty crowded. I'm surprised at today because it's usually very crowded on days like this and weekdays.
This is Sharon's folks' service station. They sell gas and do a lot of car tune-ups and repairs. This is her dad standing here talking to a customer. His name is Ed Hosseini. He's probably as good a mechanic as there is in the state of California. It's a Texaco station situated right on a main street through town. We're in the east edge of town, right at the foot of the mountains. Say again?
This lady's from Missouri. She wants to know if she can get a tag for Missouri in here, from here. But she has to do a safety inspection in Missouri.
This is the other side of his station, facing the mountains. You can see he has the typical trees for Southern California, palm trees.
That's my mom.
Snow's almost gone from the mountains today. Temperature got up to about 72 down here, so it's got above freezing up there.
Hi guys! We just decided to show you a little bit part of the more country part of Hammond. Here's some orange grove. And there's some down there.
You can see they fall off the trees just same as apples do. Lots of orange groves in this country. Farmers raise these as orange and grapefruit and lemon and lime orchards, just like we have apple and peach orchards back in Missouri. Here's a poplar ornamental. It's a giant cactus. Pretty sticky thing to have in your yard. The town of Hammond sits in a valley surrounded by some high mountains reaching up to about 7,000 feet. I'm up on the side of the mountain on south of town, looking back down in the valley at the town. Can't see a lot of it, too many trees, but you can see the mountains on the other side. You can see the orange groves, that's that dark green that we just looked at in the valley at the side of town. Some city water supply tanks. They don't build them in towers here. They set them down the ground, made out of concrete. Here's a little housing subdivision right below me at the foot of this mountain. More orange and grapefruit groves back there in the distance. Real dark green. You can see the rows of them. And the mountains on the other side of the valley. You can see the haze, which is part of the smog which rolls this far east out of Los Angeles. We're about 60 miles east of Los Angeles, and even here some days the Los Angeles smog rolls over here and down our valleys, and you can see the sky over the town here is all fogged out. That's Los Angeles smog. Looking west up the valley, here's a little housing area down below us. It's a small old ranch style house. They got a pasture with horses in it. People love horses here, and wherever they got room they raise horses. This is some of the hillsides you see burning on the TV. That as the fire sweeps up the hill, it burns the houses up here on the side of the hill, like the one right behind me. It's a beautiful community. Here's a house built on top of a little knob over there. Somebody thinks that's pretty unique. This is Sharon School for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Located on Acacia Street. We've got an attractive group of palm trees in the side yard. One-story school building, very extensive parking lot between the street and the school building. This is the parking lot. This is a lunchroom. Unlike Missouri, they have an outside lunchroom with shade trees. Over here they have an outside classroom, or called a little amphitheater. It's benches with a roof over it and a stage. That's where Sharon does her song and dance act, up there on the stage. And classrooms, that's the library. And there's Shoddy.
Annoying as ever.
And Sharon.
Be quiet. This is my school.